What's up, everybody? I'm Wilson. This is Berg. Across from me is Toast, and this is another Shock and Awe Irritable
Yes.
Bowel syndrome.
or Irritable Rambling Roundtable. It may give you IBS. I don't know. Stick around and find out. This is just a show where we talk about different topics surrounding toys and just bullshit for a
And
little
we
bit.
thank the 34 of you that view this one.
Anybody who watches, I don't care.
Anybody.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And someday we'll maybe answer the question of why I wear this stupid mask.
He will never answer.
But it
because it's
won't be
dumb.
today. But it won't be today. Today we're going to discuss.
Marvel Legends.
We're
One
gonna
of you give me the real answer.
Eventually, we're going to talk about exclusives, but first, tangentially, we're going to talk about some store closures, namely Walgreens and GameStop, who are both outlets for Marvel Legends, NECA store exclusives, are both closing a bunch of stores next year.
I'm assuming it's just because business has been bad for them. They've given any specifics.
GameStops are closing because business is bad for GameStops.
Yes.
That's, to me, is honestly surprising.
I think Walgreens probably has too many stores.
Walgreens, I would agree with that. I'm surprised Walgreens didn't go out of business longer. I mean, I never go into a Walgreens unless it's to look for an exclusive that they don't have,
Right.
you know? So Walgreens to me isn't surprising. GameStop is just because I go to GameStop a lot. I trade games, I buy games from there. I've gotten stuff
Yes,
from
but
there.
as you move further and further away from physical media, there's no need for you to go into GameStop.
Funny enough, games are one thing I still buy the physical media of.
Well,
One thing, if not inconsistent.
GameStop has been on a downward trajectory for a long time. People have been talking about their eventual, inevitable death
Really?
for
Yes.
probably 10 years.
Is that because of, like he said, the digital thing?
I think it's part of it.
well, they're known as GameStop.
Yeah.
They carry video games.
Yeah.
Every gaming thing wants to do, you pay them directly. Why do they have to have you pay GameStop?
You mean gaming
Like
companies and
yes.
developers?
And PlayStation.
Oh, okay. So just buy your thing. Well, you can already do that.
Right.
Yes.
And
you
that
want
is
it
taking a
digital.
giant chunk of money away from GameStop.
Because if you buy something digitally, you then can't resell it.
Right.
So it knocks out the entire business model.
And there are more and more games that are digital only.
Yeah.
And there have been rumors, or at least I've heard for years, that like PS5 and whatever Xbox will be digital only.
Oh, so it won't even do discs.
Like they
Interesting.
won't even be making disc games
Yeah, right.
anymore. It might still be able to play disc games, backwards compatibility. So one of the reasons GameStop got into more and more toys and exclusives and trying to carry comics was to find another revenue stream because video games are going down the toilet.
Did they try and carry comic books?
Yes.
Really?
There was a big thing a year or two ago that GameStop was going to be carrying comics or trades, and there was a large retailer outcry
Sure.
because there were going to be like exclusive GameStop stuff, and this with everything.
Mm.
If retailers don't get it, comic book stores don't get it first, they upset because I'm losing money to Walmart, which you're not.
Yeah, how successful was that fucking Walmart thing when they...
It's so successful that we now have a Joe Hill line of comics coming because Swamp Thing was the #1 selling book at Walmart.
Wow, I haven't...
Wait.
Ever since they announced that Walmart initiative thing, DC, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear when it launched. I didn't hear anything after that. This is the first time I've heard anything, and I'm, like, stunned.
Was Joe Hill writing Swamp Thing?
No.
Okay.
The #1 selling title at Walmart is Swamp Thing. Out of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Teen Titans, what have you, Swamp Thing. I'm going to get it wrong, but it's double the sales. They sell the same across the board.
Mm-hmm.
There is no speculator
Sure.
market.
But they're also releasing stuff that shops have had already, right?
I thought
Nope.
there was, because there were like
It's
a couple
new
of,
content with backup stories or like reprint stuff.
but there was like the first appearance of Ginny Hex,
Yeah.
if anyone cared.
Yes. And now, Superman Up in the Sky
Uh,
is the reprint of the Walmart material.
oh, okay. Interesting.
And retailers flipped out.
Of course.
And I don't know how much I'm allowed to say about this, but fuck it. I didn't sign anything, and if I get fired, I get fired. Fuck it. But
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's very interesting information to have and know because,
but-
like I said, I didn't know any of this. Like, I never would have
Literally,
known.
Vertigo is going down, or they're getting rid of Vertigo, and then they mentioned, oh, Swamp Thing's the biggest selling one,
Uh-huh.
and the other thing we're doing, oh, by the way, is we got Joe Hill creating a whole line of horror comics.
Right.
So to get back on track,
For sure.
GameStop was going to try, or was looking into getting a diamond accounts to carry comics and
Okay.
stuff. And I think that maybe be where they're getting some of their stuff. It was brought up, there was a big whoop-de-doo, and then there was nothing heard about it again. But it was 100% because gaming is down so much.
Strange.
Also, everybody plays on their phones way more games than they do on PlayStations.
I don't believe that. Maybe the general populace who doesn't play
Yes.
already plays system
but,
games.
But there's
But their GameStop's target demographic, people who play like console games. I don't know. To me, it's strange
Are
because
not
if I get
getting-
a like a game you guys beat, for example, like 10 years ago when you beat a game,
yeah.
and last time you beat a game, like, did you ever go back and replay it?
No.
See, I don't either. So that's the benefit for me for GameStop is I'll at least take it in and get something, and then I can get a used game cheaper, and then use the credit there, get something else. So that's
That is the dying model.
well, that's unfortunate actually.
You are out of the times, man.
Apparently,
It's funny.
uh,
It's very funny.
it is considering I'm very
Captain Digital.
I am very digital when it comes to games. Not to say though that I haven't bought digital games. World War Z
The real reason we're talking about GameStop.
is we are fucking pissed at them.
Yes.
Pretty much, at least their website for shitty sure. If you've, I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Shitty walk.
If you've been up to date, so if you've been keeping up to date with our channel, we've already put up the GameStop Batman vs Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2-pack for Leo and Batman. Raph and Robin will be coming, and we are eventually going to plan on doing all of them. Now, why is this a big deal? Is because GameStop fucked all of us over through their website. So,
I wish they had fucked me a little bit harder. Spoilers.
so I went all in on the set.
All five.
All five. So I ordered, you could either order the individual ones if I remember correctly, or you could just say, I want all of them. So I said, I want all of them. I placed the order like the minute they went up because this dude knew how disappointed I was about the movie Turtles not being able to get them all. He's like, look, these are going up. This is when they're going up. So like I was on the money. I ordered them. Then like last month, right, like a week or two
It was
before,
days.
yeah, days was it?
Yeah.
Days before the Raph 2-pack and the Leo 2-pack were released. They were released on the same day. I get an email saying, hey, your order's canceled. And I thought, why? Because I didn't cancel the order. What's going on? And sure enough, it was canceled. And I went on their website and I saw, well, the Raph 2-pack and the Leo 2-pack are available. None of the others are. Why'd you cancel it? Is it because of that? So I said, well, let me test something out here, because by then I had learned that you two had also received the same emails, and you had only ordered the one.
I only ordered one.
Yeah, you ordered Raph.
Raphael and Damien.
Right. So I tested it out. I said, well, let's see what happens if I just order the one. I ordered Raphael thinking, okay, if they cancel it, nothing's wrong. If they ship it, I'll give it to him. I placed a separate order for all of them. Again, they shipped Raph. They said that the other two from the full order were processing. And they never shipped. It just was processing. So my thought process was, well, since these are staggered releases, I go, I bet they're waiting for them all to be released before they ship them all to me. I said, fuck that. So I went to the actual store and ordered them there. Now I will get them as they come out, allegedly. I've never had any problems ordering stuff through the actual store. Other people may have different.
I've never had problems ordering through their website.
That's true too.
I've never done either.
Never
This
done
is
either.
my first experience.
So you really got shit on. Like,
I'm 0 for 1.
Okay.
And already I'm like, fuck GameStop.
Yeah, I was like, I don't get what the fuck they're doing. I still don't know why they canceled those early orders. There's no explanation why.
No.
Tell your story.
Yeah, you had a little bit different experience, right?
So I got the cancellation email. I didn't check Facebook for a few hours to see the chat. But I got the cancellation email. I thought it was because the PayPal payment just hadn't gone through.
Uh-huh.
It had said pending since I placed the order, which had been weeks before. I didn't do it immediately like you. I thought it was just me. I started Googling. I later saw the chat from the two of you that yours had also been canceled. Seemingly, no one else had their turtles canceled. But there are tons of threads online about GameStop canceling pre-orders in general. I think it's just what they do. I don't know if it's a terrible system. I don't know if they take more orders than they can fill. I don't know what it is, but they cancel orders all the time, seemingly with no explanation. At the bottom of the cancellation email, there was an email link. If you have questions, please email here. I did that. I wrote them back. I said, what's up with this?
I never got a response.
Oh, I got an immediate auto reply that said,
oh, go to this link, right?
Nobody answers this
yeah,
email.
Yeah, that's what I got too. But go to this link,
So
right?
then I go to the website, and they only want you to call. And I'm like, fuck calling.
Well, the link they put in the email is like a broken site.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you any information. You're like, what the fuck, man?
So I had one awful weekend where I'm just like, fuck all of this.
Yeah. But then you went into an actual GameStop.
Yes,
And
because I
found them.
have a GameStop by my house, one by my work, and one by my gym, just like Walgreens.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. So I went.
Too long.
Right. So I went on lunch on the Monday after this cancellation, and they were both there, so I just picked them up in person.
Yeah.
And I will do that. I just won't pre-order
Yeah.
from GameStop.
When I went in to do my pre-order in the store, they had 2 of each of the 2 packs that were out. I don't know if they're trying to fix the mistake that they made with the other Turtles, if there was a mistake.
The movie?
Yeah, the movie Turtles. But I've talked to the guys in there, you know, sometimes they say the same shit like we do, like, well, we didn't stock them because nobody fucking pre-ordered this. But it seems like now, like, did you guys take too many pre-orders and now you can't fill all of those? Did you not realize because the movie Turtles were so popular that these were going to be popular too? And, like, you
So
just can't...
They're still on hand in all 3 of the GameStops I've checked.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be that they took too many orders, otherwise they'd be sold out.
That makes sense too.
I still don't understand it, and I don't think I'm
either.
ever going to have an answer.
I wonder if it's because they didn't think, maybe they didn't know or didn't think that there's going to be staggered releases, that they're all going to come out in December, whatever the release date on the pack on the website said. Because I remember looking, and when I saw the day this whole cancellation thing happened, I remember being really surprised looking and saying, well, oh, fucking Raph and Leo are available now.
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't until December. And then I look at the other ones, I'm like, oh, this one comes out October, this comes out November, December. I'm like, that seems to change.
My RAF order was supposed to ship in September.
Was it?
September 2nd.
Something like that, yeah.
And they canceled yours, and you didn't order it like more than one. So that's
And
weird.
they canceled mine, and I was like, fuck it, I don't care. And
Right.
then you got me one, and fuck.
Sorry. Sorry you didn't enjoy it.
Not even a little bit. Those are awful.
It's terrible,
Damien
right?
doesn't stand.
No, he doesn't.
Raphael doesn't stand.
Yes,
What?
he does. The
Like-
motherfucker passed the 1 foot test. Are you kidding?
I can get Damien stands fine.
I can't get my Damien to stand.
It's in the fucking review.
Mine stands. Mine's been standing
It's
for weeks.
in the second review.
He's been standing, but he's on a peg stand like this guy. That is a perfect example as to why exclusives suck, because they don't make it easy for you to give them money or get the items that you want. And it seems like GameStop really has a problem with this.
I can't imagine why they're going out of business.
No, yeah, that makes sense. You know, if they've constantly been
Like,
doing that.
I bet you they don't even care anymore because let's make as much money as we can before we have to close up shop. And they're fucking comic guys. Who the fuck gives a shit?
Oh, the other thing I forgot. So you had the cancellation email, and then you went to reorder.
Yeah.
I tried the same thing, and now there was a $7.50 handling charge per item, where there wasn't before.
I remember you saying that.
So now it was going to
Yeah, I
cost,
didn't know that.
to get the 4 heroes, it was going to cost an extra $30 than the cancellation order that had just been canceled.
Fuck that. That might be. I wonder if that's why they canceled it. Because they're like, fuck. But no, because they could have just sent an email, sent something out saying, look, there's now been an added charge. If you want to cancel your order, cancel your order. Fucking retarded,
Or they could just
dude.
cancel them, and if you want them, you'll order them. And oh, by the way,
Yeah.
they're now more expensive.
Crazy.
But anyway,
dude.
none of us like GameStop except for Wilson.
I like
Two
them
of
with
us
the.
are not shopping at GameStop ever again, except for Wilson.
I'm.
I hope to God they go out of business before they have another exclusive I'm tempted at buying.
Wow. You don't feel bad for people who've been working there though, losing all their jobs.
No.
I want to go back in time to a few years ago when some of us were going, fuck, Toys R Us is going away. And some asshole who now wears a mask was like, fuck Toys R Us, fuck the employees, fuck all that shit. I can get them through Amazon.
Wow.
I don't know who he's talking. It was not me. It had to be another guy in a mask.
No,
I
it
never
was-
said fuck. If I said
Oh.
that, but I probably
You
never
did.
said fuck the employees.
You were so didn't give a shit about Toys R Us going away.
I kind of felt
And now
bad,
you
but
give a shit about...
it had been over 10 years since I'd been in a Toys
Well,
R Us.
you know, I've matured since then as a person.
And we were literally talking about how all the Toys R Us exclusives we wouldn't be able to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have changed too because you love Toys R Us exclusives, and then you were upset that you wouldn't be able to get them now.
How was that?
now
I
you're
love-
bitching about. Now you're like, oh, I don't have to worry about exclusives. GameStop's going out of business.
Yeah, I don't want exclusives, but if they're available, I want to be able to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. If GameStop's gone, they'll either give it to somebody else or there just won't be an exclusive. So I want
So
to
how's that
That's
different than
if
Toys
they're
R Us?
gone.
Yeah.
But if they're just...
Because
If
there
they're
was
closing
a
a bunch of
chance
stores.
there was 5 exclusives that we wouldn't have been able to get because Toys R Us was going out of business that
Right.
they had announced.
Oh, that's right. But you ended
So-
up being able to get them through like online stuff. So it
Yes,
didn't-
because Hasbro had already produced them or
Mhm.
started to produce them and were able to give it to other distributors.
But you had a good point. Say it again.
That's if GameStop goes away completely, they can redistribute that stuff. But in this case, Walgreens and GameStop are just closing a bunch of stores.
It's gonna be even harder
Probably.
because that means they're corporate, which is where from what I've talked to them about, is the one they place their orders. That goes to corporate. Corporate looks at all the orders and decides from there how many should be distributed or like what the cost. How much they want to spend on this stuff.
Now there's a chance that after this consolidation, it might be easier to find a store
Yeah.
if that one store just orders more.
Yeah.
But who knows? I'm not that optimistic.
And I've only had problems getting one Walgreens exclusive.
On time,
Or from Walgreens.
or just from Walmart. Well, yeah, I can go in and get the exclusive from 5 years ago at any Walgreens, but I can't go and get the exclusive that they just announced. At least that has always 100% been my experience. The best
But if
experience
they
I've
just
ever
announced,
had. No, but I mean, like, okay, whatever.
Whatever the new one is,
Yeah.
you can't find.
I can't ever find it. No, but I can go in there and still get a Yellow Daredevil and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
The
The Walgreens by my house
Yeah.
has an end cap full of Invisible Woman and Medusa.
Oh, really?
They haven't gotten anything newer.
mm-hmm.
So Thing, Infamous Iron Man, I don't even know who else. Certainly not Mystique, Emma Frost,
Was Magic an exclusive?
Magic.
Yeah.
So nothing newer than whichever one of those came out second.
Yeah, that's the thing. If they can't
And
get
I
rid of
don't think they're going to until they sell through that.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna. Yeah, it's because they gotta get rid of that overstock stuff first.
But the rest, everywhere else I check, Yellow Daredevil,
Man,
Ant-Man,
it's
Wasp,
not even worth it.
X-23.
And their website fucking sucks. Like sucks hard.
Yes.
It's never accurate. It'll say, "Oh yeah, this is in stock. Here you go. There's fucking nothing there."
It's because they're all the same
UPC.
UPC. You don't know what that means. That's
No, but fix it.
They need to fix their
they
shit.
don't give a shit.
But they'd make sales if they did fix
Yeah,
it.
they should give a shit. It's like it's me saying, "I want to give you money. You're making it really hard for me to do that."
Right.
And if you won't make it easier, I'll go and spend my money somewhere else.
I don't at all feel bad that they're closing a bunch of stores. I'm like, you didn't get your shit together.
Yeah, it's like when places don't keep up with the times, kind of. That's kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of why taxis got phased out by Uber. Because, well, taxis for the longest time, they would accept like a credit card, but they'd get pissed at you about it. Taxis would the taxi drivers would constantly fuck you over and they're just dickheads. Now Uber, it's easy. You can you order
It's
it.
the
You're paying
same
with your
fucking
credit
thing.
card, huh?
They dick you over too.
No, they don't. You order with your credit card, then you can pay the tip on your phone. You can rate them. You see who you're getting. You can. It's a thing now. You can request that thing not fucking talk to you.
I've never done either one enough to have an opinion.
I would never do Uber or a taxi.
Uber's great, dude. Have you done Uber Eats?
No.
Oh, it's great
I'm
too.
fucking lazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking pay to get McDonald's. That's fucking stupid.
Why?
Or if I'm at work, I want to get away from the office. I don't know when I have shit.
Well, that's
delivered
I'm not.
to me.
No, I don't ever order it if I'm at work. Yeah, I'll go out and get it. I don't do Uber Eats all the time, but like, think about it. If you're like in the city and stuff like that, you don't like. Let's say you live in the city, like New York, San Francisco, wherever, LA. Most people there don't have a car, so they're gonna drive. They're gonna have to walk to these places to get the food. It's easier for them to.
We don't live
order.
in those places.
We don't, but a lot of people do, and that I don't know if you know this. Large urban areas are where taxis generally are or were.
I never took a taxi once.
They sucked. I've taken a lot. They fucking suck. It's been an interesting
Feels a lot
conversation.
of rage about
There's a lot of rage coming out.
for a toy show about non-toy stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, none of us like exclusives.
No.
No.
It's a
Still.
huge problem.
We've all were dicked over by GameStop,
Yeah.
and some of us still gave them money. Some of us are still going to give them money.
I'm
Some
still
of
gonna
us
give them
stopped.
money.
I still want the rest of the turtles.
Yeah.
You guys, this is the whole Pacific Rim thing with you.
Pacific Rim.
Like, this is shit. Nah, but it had robots. Did it? Well, kind of. They were fighting stuff. Were they fighting kaiju? No, they were fighting other lame robots.
No, you're
Yeah.
fighting kaiju robot.
Kaiju robots.
Yeah. But the
Pacific
other,
Rim
the
2 is a fucking awesome movie,
The other
dude.
75% of the movie sucked. I saw
No.
some giant robot.
No.
What?
It didn't. No, that movie
Oh my
was
God.
fucking awesome. I love
Pacific
it.
Rim 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.